amazing. Tea light. So sweet. Blue flowers. And keep you company. Soft. Ornate. It's got a texture with this ink. Magic to the experience. Color scheme here. Organizer. Okay. Paper clip. Creating a space cozy. It's wonderful to be back for your winter desk setup. Happy New Year to you too. Oh, it was super easy to let myself in with the new code while you're away. No glitches whatsoever. I will begin by dusting the surface of this family heirloom, your gorgeous writing desk. You wrote an entire first draft of a novel. Congratulations, that's amazing. So you're about to embark on a series of revisions, is that right? Very nice. Well, I have lots of beautiful pieces that aim to inspire as well as offer smooth function and organization for your writing practice. I will now polish the wood with this cloth, onto which I have already put a few drops of a special natural formula, a winter scented combination of a few essential oils. It has a light woodsy scent. Yes, woodsy. Very subtle, but a very fresh and clean aroma. Now with your desk glowing, let's start creating the perfect setup. I took inspiration from that blue hour between 5 and 6 p.m., give or take. With the trees so bare and the ground covered in snow, we see so many tones of blue as day shifts into night, which you mentioned is one of the times that you like to sit here at the desk after work. Right. So it's really important to have elements of light, and since I know that your favorite candle is the simple beeswax tea light, I picked up this adorable little burlap bag filled with little tea lights. Should we look inside? Okay. Yeah, it has that really nice, gentle honey scent. It's very nice. And you've got quite a few in here. Yeah, it's just the perfect little tea light. Your favorite. I know this by now. So, how about I show you the sweet little holder that I found for this. Okay? Exactly. You've got enough in here to last for several writing sessions, and it is 100% pure Canadian beeswax. So I think that this won't bother your mild allergies either. Exactly. So let's take a look at the little candle holder that I picked up. Isn't this so sweet? It is. It's frosted glass. And you're right. You see here some lovely ferns. It is so nice to see this little hint of nature at this time of year. I thought you'd like that. So we can put the tea light right in here. Do you want me to try this out? Okay. So I'll place this right here, but as we go along, I will probably shift the elements a little bit. And of course, I selected a special teacup from that little vintage shop. Yeah. So let's take a look now. So going with the blue theme, I found this really pretty teacup. Yeah, it's got these blue flowers. And it is a Royal Albert. Look at this gorgeous handle here. It's got a little flower inside there. And it's just perfect. You will see many different blues in today's selections. Yeah, so this has got quite a light blue, and I would almost call it like a light sky blue. And then some deeper tones in there as well, a touch of teal. It really is so pretty. So you were saying that this time around you're okay to go with caffeine. And the tea that I chose has less caffeine than coffee, but it does have a little caffeine. It is this flowery jasmine green tea. Exactly, just enough to perk you up after a day's work, but it's early enough in the evening that you'd have this, and also light enough in terms of caffeine content that you wouldn't be kept up at night when it's time to go to sleep. You like this idea? Okay, perfect. I thought you would. So instead of a teapot, what I've done, because you wanted both coffee and tea, is just to the left here on your little table, I've brought your coffee maker and your kettle, and I'll set this right down there. It's a little sort of coffee tea bar that I've set up for you there. Yeah, so exactly. And then when it's morning, you can switch over to the coffee mug that I'll show you next and the coffee. So for a coffee mug, I got you this giant mug. Yeah, it's quite large. Look at, I could probably fit almost 2 fists in there. So you'll get a lot of coffee in this. And it's in keeping with the blue theme. This is a deeper blue. Yeah, you can see that color in the early morning as well before the sun rises. It's true. So, this cozy mug that is just so nice to hold, you know? And when you're just waking up and starting to think about your writing, you might just sit with this for a few minutes like this in your hands, and it will warm you up a little bit too. So I have, of course, a coaster as well to protect your desk. This one's a little different than some of the ones I've brought in the past, because if you can see, this has like a little lip here. So that will fit perfectly in there. And as for the coffee, have you ever tried Kicking Horse coffee brand? You haven't? Okay, I thought that you would love this brand. This one's called Three Sisters. It is organic ground coffee, medium roast, and they define it as smooth, savory, seductive. I'd have to agree with that. So, you want to give this a shot? Okay, I think you're going to love this in the morning. So, I'm just going to set this down on the little coffee tea bar I've created here. And I will add this mug and this coaster to the coffee tea bar as well. And you can just bring it over, move the teacup off if it's the morning. Now, in the past, you said that you really like having some natural elements. Yeah, isn't this a beauty? This is pretty easy to take care of. And it will get some light from the window here. And it is, it's called the zebra plant. And this little guy can keep you company and offer that little bit of life that we kind of miss in the winter. These nice colors really blend well with the blues. This is like a bluish green here. You want to see that? Yeah, it's so pretty. So I'll set this here for now. You love this? Okay, I thought you would. Now on to the stationery. Yeah, our favorite part of this desk setup. See, I have here a special envelope because after researching online several agendas based on what you're looking for, I ordered 2 agendas for you with 2 different purposes. Okay, let's start with this one. So here we have a beautiful deep blue faux leather almost. It's very soft. It's hard in terms of it will have some durability to it, but the actual texture of it is quite soft. Yeah, so this is a 12-month planner. It's got dated monthly grids, weekly planning spreads, notes pages, and interior storage pocket, which I always love. I also thought this was neat. This diagonal band here instead of the vertical one. Yeah, isn't that cute? It just goes like that right over here. Yeah, it just gives that little bit of protection still, but with this little diagonal feature to it, something a little different. Has this nice, I would call it like a craft paper almost, but more of a matte taupe. First page here, and then you've got all the months at a glance. And then even it goes into the next year. So you've got 2025 at a glance as well. And a page for your contacts. So in terms of the purpose of this one, I was thinking that this could be specifically for your writing project. Yeah, keeping track of the changes you're making, your editing, your revisions, your newly written scenes, things like that. You like that idea? It keeps it separate instead of trying to pack everything into one agenda. Now, both of the agendas that I picked up for you will have nothing to do with your day job, your work. So this is for your writing specifically. And Yeah, it does open up and sit nicely. Some don't, so I like that too. It just will sit flat, you know? Yeah, that is important. So you always have the month like this. And in this month, you can see here, you've got your last month right there, and the following month, February, right there. There was something else down here. Moon phases based on universal time. Little legend here. So we can see the moon phases. And then it gets into giving you a little more space for each day of the week, starting with January 1st. Okay, that has passed. We're into exactly. So you'll be starting next week here. And there's enough room to write down your writing goals for each day. Perhaps on this side you will write down some of the things you'd like to work on that day. And on this side, maybe you'll write as you go. And by that I mean you'll write down some newer perspectives or some reflections on your process to help you plan for your next day. Yeah, that does work well for a lot of writers. So this will help you with your daily planning. At the end of each month, they have notes here. I love this because you could, write down some extra thoughts that come to mind as you're working, and perhaps you don't have the room here to expand, so you could almost like write a footnote here and lead over into this area here. And at the start of each month too, there is a place for goals and the month goals and the to-dos. So if you're sticking with your writing plans, maybe you will be attending a Zoom, an online webinar, or maybe you'll meet with a friend to go over some of your pages. Yeah, so this is a great place to write down some of your month goals, and then you can go in and write it down in the at a glance calendar. And then this gets again into the nitty-gritty of your day-to-day goals for your writing and editing. Notes at the back, and they do give you a few days into the new year. I always like that. And then you can see here this little pocket. I love these. You can keep extra notes in there. Even some of your writing pages that you print and you maybe want to fold and keep in there. Yep, a couple of pages folded will definitely fit in there. What do you think of this one for your writing practice? I think it's a beautiful planner, yeah. It's really beautiful color too. It's got that night sky blue, almost black. You love this? That's great. I'm so happy. So let's take a look at the additional planner I got you. Isn't this gorgeous? It's so ornate. Yeah, it's got these ribbons I love that feature too. This is by Paper Blanks. Just look at the details here. Isn't it gorgeous? It is a teal blue. It's so pretty, I agree. It's just so eye-catching. The idea for this one, I thought that you could use this one for your own personal goals. I'm thinking you said that you like to use this desk for your personal planning as well. So your health goals and your leisure time goals. Yeah, you don't like to call them goals, just light planning. Leaving room for spontaneity. I totally get that. And I'm the same. So, much like the last one, this one gives you all the months at a glance. And the paper is so smooth. Yeah, this one does sit open easily as well. So, all the months are here. And then you've got some note pages. These ones are blank. So you can clip things out and glue them in here. Maybe you would do like a mini vision board here, or yeah, you like to do that sort of thing. So this is a great spot for that. And then you've got the days. So yeah, a little more room so you can write down your reflections daily, or maybe a favorite quote or something you find inspirational. And on each page you have the mini calendar down there for your reference. Yeah, I love that feature. So every month is laid out like that. I like that too. I really like a simple planner. I find the more complex it gets, it just becomes confusing. And I find this quite elegant and refined, and it keeps my life simple too. Yeah, I do have this exact planner for my personal planning. So at the end there's some different charts and things like that that are handy, like the international holidays, and you've got another blank, national holidays, 2025 year planning. The world time zones and international dialing codes, conversions of clothing sizes, measurements, temperatures from Celsius to Fahrenheit. These are good to know when you're shopping or traveling. It's got some travel planning here, birthdays and important dates, and then some lined blank pages here. Lots of them actually. Again, the paper is just so nice, so smooth, creamy, and cool. And at the back, what a cool feature this is. It's a little folder again, but this time it's another separate little booklet. See, it just slides out, and you've got a place to store phone numbers. Yeah, you can put the address in there of your friends, the home address, the email address. It's handy. You never know when you need to just quickly find a number, whether it's a landline or a business phone number of your friend. It's not always possible to store everything in your phone. So it's nice to have this hard copy version. And you can also use these blank pages at the back, and additionally you can put some other things in there that are personal, receipts or anything at all, really. And then this one has the vertical band here to keep everything tightly protected. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I just love this one myself. Okay, so it looks like we are doing really well with the choices so far. So let's move on now to some other stationery. This is a special little notebook that I found. You said that this time around you will be doing a lot more work on your laptop, which is just up here on your desk. It's right within reach. But you still like to jot down ideas as you go, perhaps scene by scene changes that you're going to keep track of. Yeah, that's what you mentioned. So I picked this up from a stationery shop. The Letterpress Notebook, Porchlight Press. Do you see the sweet bird here? Yeah, it's got a texture to it. Let's remove this. Yeah, it's on the back too, see? It's a branch with some pine needles. So this is perfect for keeping track of the scenes that you'll be working on as you make changes. This handy little notebook belongs to. You can write your name down there in case you do take this out to the library on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and you don't want to lose it. So this is the dots grid type of notebook. Yeah, it's just a simple little notebook. It's got nice paper, it's soft, and it's really easy to take along in a purse. If you're working with your laptop, you can slip it right into your laptop case along with your laptop. You love this? I love it too. And it's in the navy blue, so you can see how dark this blue is in comparison. This is a navy, this is the navy, and this is the deep, deep, deep blue, almost black. there were 2 notebooks from the past that you said you've completely filled up, but that you loved. This is from a different store. It is the notebook, it's called, and it's from Green Room. So you said you liked this one. It's very flexible. The paper's great. So what would you use this one for then? Okay, so you're going to keep track of your characters' lives so that it is consistent throughout the timelines, for example. Okay, I get it. So this one is more so for scene planning before you do a revision of a scene. And this one is for keeping track of timelines for your characters, consistency. What do you mean? Okay, so like if a character says they have an appointment on a Tuesday and then some time passes and that is referred to again as a Friday, you would catch that by keeping track of all these little details. Yeah, consistency is so important to keep the story believable. Okay, so yeah, you said you really liked working with this brand before, so I'm really happy to pick this up for you again. So we've got these 2 notebooks here, and a moleskin, yeah, the little tiny one that you said you loved. And you filled that one all up? Okay. Yeah, this is just what you would expect from a mini moleskin. And again, it's in a deep blue tone. It's deeper than these 2. This is like a navy on navy. This is 1 tone deeper than that. And again, deeper even here with a darker navy. Okay, so you've got these 2, which you've worked with before, something new here, and your 2 planners. Are you ready to move on now to writing tools? Okay, perfect. I'm really excited to show you the nice pens that I got you. You're excited to see what's inside here? These 2 pens are refillable. They are rollerball pens. Yeah, they did have the fountain style, but you had mentioned you want to be quickly writing things down and that the fountain pen would slow you down. You'd be happy trying a fountain pen from them in the future. Okay, so I'm glad I went ahead with the rollerball. Yeah, it's practical, I think, too. So these are refillable, so I also have some very beautiful inks that go with these. But how about we look inside here and I show you what these pens look like. So let's look inside here. I love this packaging. It's cardboard, yeah. So here is the navy blue pen. this one is a teal. It really does go so beautifully with this color scheme we've got going here. Isn't this a beautiful color? I think so too. So that's what the pen looks like. You can see the Ferris wheel press lettering right there. Isn't that nice? This one goes beautifully with this planner here. Although you can really use them both for both or any of these stationery products here. And there's the navy. So before you decide, it sounds like you are deciding that you love these. See, it says roundabout on this side. I will show you the inks that I picked up for you. So, for these pens, I picked up 2 inks. And I'm really excited to show you. If you love these, I will fill them up for you. So, first I will show you the one that I was thinking to put in this pen here, the teal pen. This one is called Mirror, Mirror of Maureen. Isn't this box gorgeous? So let's take a look at this ink. I did take a little peek earlier, and I'm quite amazed with the color. Look at this. You might not be able to see, but it does, it comes out kind of like this here, this color right here. It is really beautiful. The color is gorgeous, and this bottle is just so pretty. So I was thinking we would fill this one up with this ink. You love this? Okay. Well, let's look at the next one. This one is called Tanzanite Sky. It's a deep indigo purple, almost blue. Wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous ink. It's stunning. So I was thinking this one would go in this. You absolutely love this. I'm so happy that you love these choices. I think this would be so perfect for your everyday writing in your journals, here in your planners, in your notebooks. I know this just adds some whimsy and magic to the experience. Look at these gold lids here. It's so pretty. I just can't get enough of these. I'll be so interested to hear how you like these when you use them. You'll send me a handwritten note with these. Thank you. I really look forward to that. So I'll set these right here. So pretty. And we've got these two gorgeous pens. And I'll move these now. Just move them to the side for a moment. How gorgeous. I might rearrange this in a minute, but this is just shaping up so beautifully. I know, it's just so gorgeous. So, of course, I did get some other pens for you for highlighting and for just scribbling and, yeah, writing down a quick idea. Some highlighters, as I mentioned, some silver here and some blue silver, some black. I did streamline the pen selections because you've mentioned before that you don't like to be overwhelmed, especially when you're editing. And this is just a simple black pen. It's always good to have a black pen. So, what do you think of these? Good choices? Look how beautifully they go with this color scheme here. I know. These are fun to use. I really like using these ones. Yeah. So they have a metallic quality to them. And this is a gel pen. It's a really nice black. Yeah, these are the fine tipped marker sort of pens, and of course the highlighter. Okay, set these down temporarily right here because I did bring along an organizer for this. Now, because you will be printing your manuscript, many chapters, and bringing them to your beta readers and your writing group, and bringing copies to the library for yourself to hand edit, I brought these clips of various sizes. So if you just have a couple of pages, you might use these ones. And then for a couple of chapters, you'd use this. And for, half your manuscript or the whole thing, these larger ones. Yeah, these are very handy. Yeah, this is a good thing to always have on hand when you're in your editing phase. So, and of course, got some paper clips in here. They're different colors, but if you'd like me to, I can take out the blue and white striped ones too. Yeah, you like that? Okay. So how about I bring out the organizer for the pens and these clips that you can keep in the drawer underneath here. Okay. So here is the organizer, just a simple plastic, long. Yeah, I liked that it was thin and long. It makes you choose wisely so that you just keep a few items in here and you can bring it out, put it there, and slip it back into your drawer. Yeah, and it has this so it does not slip around. This textured feature here. And you could fit the pens and the clips. I'll just move this up a little bit for a minute. We will keep these gorgeous Ferris wheel pens up on your desk, but we'll slip these pens here into this organizer. And I also got this little paper clip containers. We'll put the clips in there. Now I will place these pens here first. Okay, that works well. And then we'll do these two metallic pens. You see that okay? And this highlighter. Okay. And this black pen. We'll just place that right here. Now you want to keep this separate. That makes sense. Okay, so we'll put this right in the drawer, just like this. You'll keep these pens here. I will take out some of the blue and white paper clips. Okay, there's some turquoise and white and some navy and white. So you can't tell the difference probably, but when you see them in person, there's a slight difference there. Yeah, just a few. That's perfect, isn't it? Okay, so you've got your paper clips. And we will put these clips right in here, like this. And these ones can go in here, like so. And then these tiny ones, do you want me to put them in here? Okay. So I will slip this right into your drawer here in the desk, so it's handy for you, along with this pen, this black gel pen. Okay. Now I did bring, like I have in the past, some books to inspire your writing process, starting with this Write for Life. It is a writing book. Have you heard of The Artist's Way? It's a pretty famous best-selling book by the author Julia Cameron. So this is by that author, and it's quite practical. It gives lots of tips that you can apply to your these tips to your editing process. There's lots of quotes in here to keep you inspired by famous authors, and it's just excellent. Talks about time management and scheduling your writing and believing in yourself and your project, and there's something called a room of one's own. The importance of creating a space for yourself so that you can have your routine, and then gives you practical tips about your process. So, would you like me to keep this on the desk then? Okay, so this is, it's a 6-week program, but you can, keep using the tips throughout the season. I'll put it here. And then, whereas this is quite practical, this book is more of a sort of perspective on revision, the art of revision, by Peter O. Davies. So it's more of a philosophical look at the process of revision, the art of revision. I think it could come in handy. I think this is more hands-on, and this is more of something to inspire and reflect upon. Yeah, you might just, read this with your morning coffee, a few pages, and then get on with your work. Whereas this one gives you tools. So I'll put that here, since you want to give that a shot. And I also brought along this book, unrelated to writing specifically or editing, but I think it's really suiting the season. The Little Book of Uga, The Danish Way to Live Well. And have you seen this one around? You've seen it, but you never did pick it up? Okay, perfect. So this is a really beautiful book. It talks about all the elements required to create a happy, cozy life. And I think it really does suit what we're doing here. And I mean, it talks about light, which is so important, using candles, and gives you really interesting facts, and just look at ways of incorporating more of this into your daily life and into your writing space here. So it's just a cozy little reference book to keep on hand. You love this idea? Okay, perfect. So I'll put that right here. It does really suit exactly what we're trying to do in this space. So what do you think of this winter setup? You love it? It might be your favorite to date. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. All right, I look forward to hearing from you soon.